Justice is served. The words of the Indian Army tonight as it launched what it's calling Operation Sindoor. This is one of 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-controlled Kashmir that were hit. Pakistan says a child is among the casualties. India says it's destroyed what it calls militant infrastructure. Ahead of the strikes, Pakistan had vowed to meet fire with fire. As the missiles flew, airline tracking apps showed planes diverting from the area, some flights being sent to Karachi. For the past 2 weeks, tensions have simmered along what is one of the world's most dangerous borders. In India, there has been mounting fury at the murder of 26 of their fellow citizens in a brazen attack by terrorists India insists are backed by neighbouring Pakistan. The gunmen struck a tourist resort high in the mountainous region of Kashmir. The victims targeted, according to survivors, because they were Hindu. Calls for restraint seemed destined to fall on deaf ears.
Now is the time for maximum restraint and stepping back from the brink. That has been my message in my ongoing outreach with both countries. Make no mistake, a military solution is no solution.
The urgent question now is whether this is the beginning of an escalating cycle of violence between 2 nuclear-armed powers. John Ray, News at 10.
And Rohit is here to make sense of all this for us. Look, this was a story that's happened in the last hour and it was still developing as we went on air. So what's the latest?
The Indian government is saying that justice has been served. This is, of course, the language of conclusion, of finality, the language that says this job is done. Of course, it knows that it is not done because Pakistan has said also that this was a cowardly act and is therefore indicating that it will find a way to respond. India saying 9 sites hit. They're saying this was targeted, focused, measured, non-escalatory. We know that the Pakistani government will interpret all of that differently. And in part, what's so significant here is that the military operation here has not just been inside Pakistan, Pakistan-controlled Kashmir, but inside Pakistan itself.
Listen, obviously this is happening. We're reading stuff as we go on. I've seen Pakistan saying various things. Its jets are in the air, but at the same time it's saying it will respond at a time of its own choosing. Obviously these 2 countries have a history of war, and as we've said several times, they're nuclear armed. What do you assess as the likelihood of this escalating to a dangerous point?
Well, it's certainly a worrying moment indeed for both countries and for the wider world too. I think people will draw a parallel with what happened in 2019 when India struck Balakot again. That was inside Pakistan itself. I think one of the key differences here, though, is who's in the United States. The nature and the tone of the Trump administration now, it has been extremely supportive of Indian response to what happened a few weeks ago. J.D. Vance was inside India when that happened, in fact, the US Vice President. And so one concern here may be that the sort of de-escalatory voices that might have been there previously aren't necessarily there now.